And so it's official. For better or worse, TT Games has released LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. News that have the community kind of divided, which is interesting. I am very, very curious to hear your opinions as well about this particular delay for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It does seem like they did go on ahead and wait an extra day after April Fool's just to make sure that had they released this yesterday, I'm sure many people would have probably thought, oh, what a great April Fool's joke. So it was definitely smart of them to wait for April 2nd to reveal these news. And I have to say, I'm kind of two minds about it, and I'll let you know what I think. But first, let's read the actual release of what they said. The following was posted by TT Games on April 2nd at 10 a.m., and the tweet reads as follows. Thanks to all our fans for your continued patience. And then the actual note reads as follows. All of us at TT Games are working hard to make LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga the biggest and best ever LEGO game. But we're going to need more time to do it. We won't be able to make our intended spring release date, but we'll provide updated launch timing as soon as possible. Signed, TT Games. So, of course, this has the community somewhat divided. Some people are screaming and grabbing pitchforks and saying, this is absurd! Because technically speaking, this is kind of the second delay of this game already. And so a lot of people are getting very, very, very frustrated with it. Some people, where I think I lean closer to that, basically just say, look, we've gone through a crazy, crazy time in the world, still going through, I should say, a crazy time in the world. And that has obviously put a lot of strain on how game development is done. We see many titles delayed. We saw Gotham Knights delayed. We've seen plenty of video games delayed. The ones that have not been delayed and had to actually be pushed and released, like Cyberpunk, well, you saw what happened with that title. And so I think that this is a perfectly reasonable strategy for them to go with. If the game is not where they want it to be, I think it's better for them to take time and get a great game out to us. You can see that they're being incredibly ambitious with this title. Had this been, I think that honestly, had this been just another LEGO game, like where it felt like, oh, this is just another entry where it was nothing unique about it, I really think that some people could make a more compelling case about like the delays being absurd at this point, but this is clearly going to be a very, very ambitious game. Like the scale of this game is insane. This is by far the biggest LEGO game they've ever done. The attention to detail that we saw even on the trailers, whether it be the lighting, the animation, the redubs of the audio, the remakes of the levels and redos of the levels, I should say. I mean, there's a lot that's going to be going into this game. Remember, it's going to cover 9 movies. And then along with that, I am certain that there will be some other elements that will be added, whether it be DLC for Mandalorian, Rogue One, the Han Solo movie, etc. So I am certain that this is a very, very ambitious project. And just for that reason alone, I think that even though it's a bummer that it is delayed, I think that this is definitely the right thing to do. Because if they wanted, or if they could, sorry, that's the better way of phrasing it. If they could have released the game to us, trust me, they would. Everybody involved with the game most definitely wants us to see it, most definitely wants us to play it if you're the developers. And I'll tell you this much, the publishers would definitely be happy to have this thing come out sooner rather than later in order to be able to start making some profit, hopefully, on this title. So again, for the people that are becoming like very irate about this, you have to understand that nobody that is going on ahead and in the decision-making seats for this game, nobody's going like, oh, you know, let's just delay it just because we don't want to work on it or something. This is definitely a delay that comes from, hey, we really want to make something special here. And so in order to make sure that we get and put the right foot forward, we want to take some more time. Now, I guess the question now is also how much time will be needed. It looks like the post does not give us any guidance about that. I am definitely still somewhat optimistic that we will get this game this year, just because with Gotham Knights, for example, when that delay came through, they said we're delaying it all the way to 2022. Here, we do not see anything like that. Of course, could it be possible that this comes out in 2022? Of course, but I also am definitely pleasantly surprised by the fact that this said that we just can't make our intended spring release date, which was kind of obvious. I mean, you had to, I mean, how would they possibly release the game, like announce it, and then what, a month later it would be out? So let's be honest, it was definitely going to be getting delayed. That was kind of obvious. It's just that now it's official. But my hope is that we might still see this game either in the summertime or most likely in the fall. Let me know what you guys think of this news. Of course, I'm certain that a lot of people will be upset by it. But again, I think that if you really step back and try to take your emotional response away from just the disappointment of not getting this game earlier, which to be fair is obviously an awesome thing. Like if you're excited for this game, that's awesome. Like I'm definitely right there with you. But I also understand the developers having to really want to put together a great game instead of rushing something that will have lots of bugs and problems. So with that in mind, hope you guys enjoyed the update video. Hit the thumbs up button. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you want, leave a prediction for when you think the game actually is going to come out. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.